Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency price prediction video. Today we're going to be doing a 2020 price prediction and analysis on Tron. Now, Tron is actually one of the altcoins that was obviously very popular at one point and has pulled back with a lot of other altcoins out there. So nothing particular that's different with Tron in that perspective. Currently at the 12th spot with a market cap of just under $1 billion. Now, if we take a look briefly kind of what's been happening with Tron, price currently at a little bit above a cent, and just to get a bit of bigger picture perspective what's happening, it obviously had that huge spike of hype, right? I'm sure a lot of you remember that, and then it pulled back and has kind of been flattening out for quite some time, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That's what I'm going to talk about in more detail as we're going to jump into the technical analysis here in just a second. But keep in mind that, as I've been saying, Bitcoin dominance is very high here, and it seems likely that Bitcoin dominance will drop in 2020, that some of that money will flow back into altcoins, and that altcoins may have a run-up, could be a little bit of the beginning of a run-up or a full-on run-up towards the second part of 2020 is what we're seeing on a lot of altcoin charts. And by the way, don't forget to let me know what you think is going to happen with Tron in 2020 in the comments below. And if you'd like to see any specific price predictions, I've already done a bunch of cryptos, and I'll leave a link to that playlist in the description. You can see my price predictions on Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, whole bunch of them. So linked to that playlist in the description. Now, jumping over to the chart, we're going to see that Tron has obviously had a pretty rough downtrend, right? This is going to be our downtrend line right here. However, we've seen this on a couple altcoin charts. It actually broke out of this downtrend, right? And that's a big deal. That is, kind of showing that, yes, it did have, this extended downtrend and pullback, but we're now moving out of that. And although we didn't get a huge breakout from that or anything like that, we're currently in the stabilization process, kind of building a base to then move higher. I think that's what we're going to see here for Tron. And, that run up would happen with the next move higher for altcoins. Like I said, a lot of signs pointing towards that being the second half of 2020. Now, I'm also going to draw a little bit more of a harsh downtrend line, which we're actually going to draw based on this peak right here and this one over here. Now, the reason why I'm drawing this is just to show you kind of if we move higher, where we're going to face some resistance, and it's going to be a lot around that 500 to 600 Satoshi level, right? So there is something a little bit bearish on the chart, which is that we broke below our pretty major support at 265 Satoshis, right? As you can see, this acted support back here, acted as resistance back here, and we did break above that, and we are currently, as we speak, below that level, right? That's not the best sign. I would have liked it to stay above 265 Satoshis, but there is something that can compensate for that, and it's the fact that we do have some nice support right at 135 Satoshis. So could we break below 135 Satoshis? Definitely, it is possible. And at that point, I would expect a very bearish scenario for Tron where we would just kind of sink back into oblivion below 100 Satoshis. Wouldn't be pretty. But right now what we're seeing is actually the formation of a pretty tight trading range, kind of like what we have for Ripple, where we're probably going to bounce between 135 Satoshis and 265 Satoshis for quite some time, right? Could even happen for the next few months that we're in this range. And we might peak a little bit above it or a little bit below it, but overall we should stay within this range until a bigger breakout happens. Another thing that we're going to be looking for that breakout signal is obviously, a move either above resistance or below support that holds. But we're also going to be looking for a crossover on the moving averages, right? So we got our red line, which is the 200-day moving average, and our blue line, which is the 100-day moving average. And as we see a crossover happen, which right now we're not seeing that just yet, we're seeing flattening, right? Might test it once or twice, but as soon as we see those crossover, price should follow that lead, and we can really start to see the price curl back up. And first bullish signal is going to be that break above 265 Satoshis, and after that we're going to want to see a break above this downtrend line, right? Once that happens, we're pretty much in the clear for a pretty major run-up. Of course, we do have, resistance right around that 850 to 1,000 Satoshi level. So That's going to be a strong resistance area, of course. And then obviously, I shouldn't forget that we do have resistance at around 500 Satoshis as well. So obviously, we have some resistance to break through if we're going to move higher. The bearish scenario would be any move below 135 Satoshis, like I said, which is a possibility. But right now, we are in a consolidation stabilization pattern, so we are safe as of right now. And with these altcoins potentially getting a run up, Tron could very well follow and start to see that as well. You see the resistances right here. You can pause the video if you want, take a closer look, but 500 Satoshis, this downtrend line, and kind of off to the races from there. Of course, before any of that happens, we need to get back above 265 Satoshis. With that being said, this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my technical analysis master course, where it's the ultimate guide to technical analysis, covers how to spot buying and selling opportunities, how to spot trends, candlesticks. Everything you need to know about technical analysis is covered. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you literally have nothing to lose by giving it a try, and it's less than $20 right now for the holiday season. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter for live market updates. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.